Growing up, there was something my dad said to me every once in a while that I remember vividly. I didn't like it at the time. What he said was, Mark, listen, if you fight with one person in the family, it could be anyone's fault. When you fight with everyone in the family, in one day you pick a fight with every single person in the family, or you find yourself in a fight with every person in the family, guess who's the catalyst? Don't look too far outside of yourself. And what I want to do is I want to help you today simply look for patterns. Look for patterns around you, because the same is absolutely true for you. If you're in the workplace, if you're on management or an executive of some type, and you run into a problem once every once in a while, it can be written off. That can come up to many different circumstances or many different reasons for that, okay? You still need to take responsibility for it, but it could be a lot of different things. You don't necessarily need to change something in yourself at that time. But if you're running into problems over and over and over, if you've constantly got staffing issues, if you've constantly got culture concerns, if you've constantly got people that aren't showing up for work, or that are upset with you or talking behind your back, or whatever it is, now there's a pattern there. And once you have a pattern, there's something you can do about it, okay? You can notice it, analyze it, and do something about it. And this is true. Now, this isn't only true for business owners. This is true for anyone. If you notice a pattern in your own life that you don't like, so a pattern is once it happens like 2 or 3 times, at least 2 or 3 times in a short period of time, all of a sudden you can go, wait a second, there's a pattern here, and do I need to do something about it? What can I do? These questions are so important, and finding patterns is so important, because then you can find out, is this coincidence, or is this something I need to deal with? Is it coincidence, or is it something I need to deal with? So let's throw this out to other realms of life, okay? Certain problems you have in every single relationship you have with friends, or like colleagues, employers, employees, whatever it is, lovers. What is a certain pattern that you realize with yourself? Do you go for the ice cream every time you're stressed? If you see yourself kind of being driven to eat something or to do some kind of behavior, ask yourself, what am I feeling at the time? What's going on around that? When you start investigating a little, and be curious. You don't have to judge yourself. When we judge ourselves, we don't get anywhere. We don't learn anything. We simply we simply are hard on ourselves, and being hard on yourself has a lot of purpose if it's constructive. If there is intention behind it. It has no purpose if you're simply beating yourself up. What are your money patterns? What are the things that you do with money? Do you spend at certain times? Do you hide things under your mattress at certain times? What's the pattern? If you're asking yourself consistently, what's the pattern here? If there's a pattern, again, 2 or 3 times or more, then you can start to do something about it and focus on it, because it'll make a difference for you. If there's no pattern, no worries, move on. Having said that, I'm gonna be really careful here. Most people aren't trained to see patterns in their own lives. We're pretty good at seeing patterns in other people's lives often. We have a hard time seeing patterns in our own life. So listen, I would, if I were you, the action step is simply work at it. Notice a pattern in your life this week, and then ask yourself again, what could I do, or what can I do about this? What action can I take? What is this about, and what are some action steps I can take towards it?